What lesson did Ant-Man and the Wolves learn in Game 1?
The same lesson I learned when I said something about Dwayne Wade. Some people you just got to shut your mouth about because they take that shit personal. But, like we said it here, like, we knew that was going to trigger someone like Kyrie, and it showed in the first half. Like, right now, if you think about if Kyrie was started the first half like he started every game before that comment, y'all would have probably been up 20. But the fact that he took it personal and he showed you and held them together the first half with 20-something points, like telling Kobe, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm a Kobe stopper. Right, think about them people. Now, I'm a Kobe stopper. I'm a Jordan stopper.
Rashad, I see you shaking your head.
That wasn't the energy that he gave off. He challenged. He took the challenge. I mean, if we all watched the game, right? All right, Dallas had a scheme. Every time Ant-Man caught the balls, elbows and boxes, we ain't letting you get off on your shit and damn near double teaming you every time you make a drive. The effort he had to put in offensively and defensively is something he wasn't used to. And that's why he got gassed out in the fourth. Now, you look at Dallas defense, how they could take breaks and conserve their energy for the offense. It was a great scheme. I don't think Minnesota planned to scheme on Kyrie and Luka until the fourth quarter when they got going. They was one-on-one matchup throughout the whole game. So when you look at how Ant-Man has to guard and McDaniels has to guard with no help, and we just the defensive team, and we just gonna see what we can do with these guys by ourselves, it did not fucking work.
Yeah.
Right? So then you look at the other side, Kyrie not guarding Ant-Man, head up, exerting energy, so he don't have that energy at the end of the game to have 30. So that's why, to me, when I look at the matchups, it's like, yeah, Kai, you could be irked and be challenged by that, but it's like if you're not gonna go down and guard him the way he's guarding you, the scheme saves you.
But is it smart on the Mavs side?
If you tell me you're about to lock me up.
He didn't say that. He didn't say nothing about no locking up. He said, I'm gonna have to guard Kyrie. That's all he said.
And I scored 24 in the first half. The fuck are you talking about the fourth quarter for?
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Get 24 points put on you.
Doing what you're supposed to do, but you're saving yourself on defense too.
That wasn't the question. He didn't say, I want him to guard me. The challenge is I'm stopping him because you're the defensive player. Okay, did it work?
I have to take the challenge because I'm the best player on my team.
Okay, cool.
Just like any other best player on your team.
And
Kobe took the challenge on LeBron, on D-Wade, on Paul Pierce, and all of those guys.
But if it didn't work,
you have to recalibrate and go do something.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Should he have shut the fuck up?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with shut the fuck up. It got everything to do with your defensive strategy.
It didn't work.
Exactly. They got to go and do something different. It ain't got nothing to do with Ant saying what he's saying. It's got everything to do with the team.
If I'm averaging
elbows and boxes next time.
If I'm averaging 4 points in the first half, every game, and you say you're going to stop me, and I scored 24 points on you in the half, obviously what you said triggered me.
He never said he was going to stop you.
He
never said anything like that.
You publicly say you're going to guard
Irving has to step up and stop averaging 4 points in the first half because it's the fucking finals, not because somebody challenged him. Period. He knows what the fuck time it is. I gotta cut it up.
But what I'm saying is you're trying to change what he said. He's saying he heard
changing what he said.
He said, I heard what he said, motherfucker, and I took it.
Well, you're changing what he said.
So Kyrie was averaging 7 points per game in the first half.
Well, let's put
7 points per game in the first half.
Let's put the puzzle together, right? So the narrative against Denver is that Anthony Edwards locked down Jamal Murray. Yes, no?
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
No, I'm saying the narrative. I didn't say what he said. I said the narrative. Like, listen to what I'm saying, young fella. The narrative out there with media and everything is that Anthony Edwards is this hell of a defender, right? And that he shut down Jamal Murray during that round.
Yeah.
Right? That's the narrative. So that's where the question stems from. You played hell of a defense on Jamal Murray this round. Got Dallas, Kyrie gonna be my matchup, this, that, and the third. Said he used his motivation. But the narrative is out there that he's this hell of a defender, so that's why it's being brought up by Charles and everybody being talked about, because the narrative out there that Anthony Edwards is this hell of an on-ball defender and that somehow, some way he was going to be able to do the same thing that he did to Jamal Murray that he was going to do to Kyrie Irving. And we sat here on this couch on Tuesday and said, with that mentality, like you can't go say that publicly and you're going to have to exert that much energy having to play this guy. And it showed its ugly head in the first game. So the narrative is out there that he's this hell of a defender and that he was going to do the same thing to Kyrie that he did to Jamal Murray. And we said no.
Don't do that.
And don't, but he's not the same player as Jamal Murray. That's the thing, right? Jamal Murray don't handle the ball like Kyrie. He's not as crafty as Kyrie. He don't move as gracefully as Kyrie. And you was dealing with an injury. So
we're dealing with that.
Yeah, so it's not the same matchup. It's not the same animal, like we said on Tuesday. It's just not. So you can't go into it with that mentality. Is that you got to let the game play out for like itself and not be so rev up to play defense against this dude because it's exhausting, right? You over doing all this trying to stop him and you're not gonna do it. You're just not. Like you revving yourself up to play defense against this dude. And you play your regular defense that you've been playing and not have to be that excited about guarding him because you still got to go do it on the other end.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So the narrative out there is that he was gonna stop him. Well, play better defense on him than anybody has.
So in the one game that Luka and Kyrie played against the Wolves in the regular season, I think they combined for 69 points. The Mavs won that game. But do we feel like, obviously, Ant coming off of winning the Game 7, feeling himself, just dethroned the defending champ. Did anything he say could be perceived as disrespect?
Play the clip again.
No.
Paolo, can you play the Ant-Man clip again, please? Just for reference?
It's gonna be fun, man. You know, my matchup gonna be Kyrie, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna see what I can do versus him.
So let's play the whole interview.
Versus him.
Yeah.
My matchup is gonna be Kyrie.
Because the narrative out there is that he's this great, that what he just, because they talking about the whole thing. Coming off playing Jamal Murray.
It's like you don't want to get.
It's the same thing.
Why are you upset that he took it personal, dog?
Why are you upset that I'm upset? Why are you upset that I'm upset? Why can't I just be fucking upset? Why you gotta jump in? You want to jump in and choke me out because I'm over here like I don't like that shit. That's crazy. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
I'm breaking down why I don't like it.
Yeah. We still haven't heard. You keep going to the fourth quarter like
I'm breaking down why I don't like it. You're being protected, not playing the same kind of defense he playing because the Minnesota Timberwolves is not scheming. They're playing straight up.
Okay.
No, they scheme.
The Dallas Mavericks are scheming.
No.
So you can stop Ant-Man on the other end.
What does that
The
have to
scheme
do
is
with
that
it?
drop shit. If you was listening to the game and all that shit, that scheme shit is that drop shit. And that drop shit not gonna work like we said in this bitch on Tuesday. Listen, man, Rudy Gobert ain't gonna be a factor because of how they gotta play because he's a liability. If they don't get up on the screens with him, they ain't got a chance at hell. Because Luka and Kyrie just gonna pick and probe until they get him where they want him and they gonna exploit the matchups.
What was the score?
So
Mavericks won.
By how much?
by 3 points.
No.
3 points.
What was the score is
Mavs won.
this was the point of the score.
Mavs won.
Someone said that I can't wait for this matchup. The guy he said it to was averaging 7 in the first half. 7 points in the first half. He heard what you said. And for the first time, he was ultra aggressive in the first half.
It's not the first time.
He averages 7 points in the first half, not the first quarter, first half. He scored 24. Okay? Everybody, history shows when you publicly call out another player, that player hears it, and that player shows up.
So 24 for Kyrie was the most in a first half this postseason. He also had 16 against the Clippers in Game 4 in 21 minutes.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, I'm just.
Right? Everybody who said, hey, I'm stopping, when they came out publicly and said, I'm stopping Kobe. Huh? What'd he do? See, what you want to do is, this is what you want to do. You want to call me out, right? I bust your ass, and then you be like, why you ain't guarding me? Well, fucker, I didn't call you out. You said you was going to You was ready to challenge me. You was ready for this excitement. I gave you all the excitement. Did you come to did you buy your ticket to the circus, goddammit? Because I'm about to show you
play
something.
the clip one more time for this nigga?
It's gonna be fun, man. You know, my matchup gonna be Kyrie, so that's gonna be fun.
My matchup is gonna be
It's gonna
Kyrie.
be fun.
Was it?
My matchup? Yeah, it was definitely fun. He almost had a triple-double. He had to go get. He had to keep his team in the game another way.
Was it fun? I'm pretty sure 24 in the first half didn't seem so fun.
It don't seem fun when motherfuckers
What did he
love
say?
an individual matchup. When you love a team game, it was a great game throughout and through. Kyrie showed up and did what the fuck he's supposed to do. He's Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic did what the fuck he's supposed to do. Everybody did their job.
Okay.
Just ended up that they lost by 3.
We're not talking about we're not talking
I
about
don't like the way that they lost because they could have still won the game because if they win the game, are we saying about that? You got cooked.
He didn't say
you got cooked by Kyrie. Nobody give a fuck about that.
He didn't say
You get cooked.
Yeah.
If you get cooked, you get cooked. That's the
point.
problem with the NBA. You're scared to get cooked. And Edwards ain't scared to get cooked.
But that's not what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about something different then. We're not talking about if he was scared to get cooked or not. We're saying that what he said, it didn't work out for him. That's all we're saying.
It did work
Just
out.
like they said on there.
It did work out for him.
I know.
It worked out for him.
They lost, bro.
It worked out for
They
him.
lost and he lost.
They get to make an adjustment.
They lost.
Cool.
They get to make an adjustment.
Maybe on his adjustment speed,
They
it might be a little different.
They lost.
It didn't work out for the team. It worked
Or
out for
him.
Ant-Man to get to see that he don't need to play like that no more.
They lost.
He don't need to play like that.
So that means what you're talking about, it didn't work. So maybe next time he might say something different, right? You're trying to argue about the next time.
If they won the game, that means Ant-Man's going to continue to play the same way.
They didn't.
But that's what I'm saying. You're arguing about something you lost, nigga. That's it. There's nothing you can argue about next time. Maybe he might be okay, cool.
Okay.
So we asked the chat, did Kyrie answer Ant-Man's challenge? 91% said yes, but Rashad, I got it.
Is it obvious?
Then you always trying to infringe upon my hosting duties. No, I'm just kidding. Is it obvious? Gil, you about to spill more water on your shirt. Fucking around.
My shit just dried up. So
It
I'm
did.
good.
I know. I've been keeping the tally going. Let's all stick together.
This boy's crazy.
This is a great cow. But let's get more into it. And Rashad, I understand what you're saying.
Nobody ever understands what I'm saying.
I see all
Nobody ever understands.
And embrace the challenge of guarding Kyrie. Were you expecting Kyrie to guard and back? Because I think that map scheme of not doing that.
I wasn't. They have to protect their. They don't play one-on-one defense, and they've already been assumed to not play good one-on-one
Well,
defense.
that's called good
throughout
coaching.
the season.
That's called good
Throughout the
coaching.
season.
Shit, I
when
know I
guys
got
were
two
getting
liabilities over here.
penalized for playing bad defense. It was because they wasn't playing good team defense.
Well, they got two
But the
liabilities
Minnesota
over there.
Timberwolves played good individual defense throughout the season, and this is not a team that you can do that with, because they got two of the best one-on-one offensive players in the league. You can't do that. You got to change up.
Yeah, they got to change that drop cover shot.
Whatever they got to change, they got to change.
They got to change that drop cover. I'm
So
gonna tell you this shit right now.
Wolves gonna have to go smaller in the series, or just Gilbert gonna need to?
Either one or two things
move
gonna
around.
have to happen.
I don't know what I'm talking about, man.
Either you gonna have to demand this motherfucker to be up on the screen, Rudy Gobert and Cat, Nasri, whoever your bigs is, you gonna have to put two on them and make lively. I'm saying when they made lively, make plays at the free throw line, and Gafford, it wasn't that successful. But you letting these dudes turn the corner and play one-on-one, come downhill, it's a problem, man. It is a problem, because you got two of them. Like, it ain't like you got one guy that you got to scheme for this shit for. They can swing that bitch and he's coming down. It's an issue. It's an issue, and he's not, historically, he hasn't been up on the pick and roll. So they know this. You listen to Kyrie said after, Draymond said it, everybody like, no. Van Gundy said it during the game, like that drop coverage ain't it, man.
Oh yeah, they're gonna put Rudy out. They shouldn't be playing Rudy and Anderson in at the same time, because that's two people we don't have to guard. So we can just pack the lane.
Yeah. Well, Kyle did. I mean, he had 11 in the game, was big in the first quarter, but I understand what you're
Kyle
saying.
Anderson
Kyle
had
Anderson.
11.
Hey, shit, get offensive rebound, put it back in. But from the jump shot, I mean, you can throw that knuckleball all you want. I don't give a fuck about it. The fact that he shot 5 of them is crazy.
We're gonna keep letting him shoot it.
Yeah, well, he shot 3. I think it's 3.
Whatever it is,
it don't matter. Just
shoot
keep it.
We
Keep
gonna,
shooting it.
It's better him shooting that bitch than Anthony Edwards shooting that motherfucker. I can
that's-
tell you that much right now.
He was 5 for 8. Kyle was 5 for 8, 1 for 3 from 3.
Hey, he gonna have. Hey,
Yeah, but
in the playoff series, so the ball we gonna make the ball find him.
and that's what you guys always talk about. Guy might get some confidence early, but
Absolutely.
Please,
hey.
go ahead, keep going.
I hope you go 4 for 6 in the first half from 3. Please do. Because guess what? You're going to have to shoot 12 of them in the second half.